Hi guys, this is my Syngonium cream illusion. I hope you enjoy my video. You can hit the like, subscribe, and of course the bell so you're notified every single time I do upload a new video. All my social media accounts, including what I provide for this cutie, is going to be in the description section, so do check that out. If you have seen the previous videos for this particular plant, she hasn't really grown very much. And that is because I have experimented with her. She's more of the darker variety. That's what she looks like. She's cream illusion. When it's a new leaf, it looks like this. And it turns into this a little bit darker. And it hardens later on into this. So the reason that there's a lot more possibilities to, push this plant because her variety is not really finicky. So she's currently at an east facing window, let's say about 4 or 5 feet away. She gets a ton of morning light, but it's 4 feet away, like I said. And there are plants in between, directly at the window. But she does get enough light. Syngoniums, what I've noticed is that they can tolerate a lot of low light options. But as you could see, that was a part of my experiment, is that she can get very leggy. She's not as lush as my other Syngoniums. And excuse me. And she doesn't grow as much. And that's just a rule of thumb. The less light you have, the less growth that they get. But she is, she's doing fine, but she's not doing exemplary. So that's a big difference. I have also tried to put her, I think like late winter or whatever, darker days, late winter, I think, spring, or even before that. I put her about 5-6 feet away from a west facing window, and she was doing okay. For whatever reason, she's doing better at an east facing window, which is about 4 feet away. She was further away from the west facing window, and she would get a ton of indirect light. She does get a ton of indirect light the rest of the day at the current spot, but she was also getting indirect light in her previous spot. And like I said, I think the last time this was like a different spot too, before the western exposure, and now she's getting eastern exposure. So this one, because she doesn't really get a ton of light, and I do that on purpose. I want to fill that spot that she's in, to fill it with plants. So she's one of the contenders there, because what I've noticed, this kind of variety can survive more in low light settings and is not as finicky. They might not like thrive, but she's always putting out new growth regardless, and she has some kind of mutation here, which is a variegation, which is really, really pretty. But cream illusions usually aren't expected to have any kind of variegation like this. This is a normal cream illusion leaf, so for it to have any kind of variegation is a bonus. It happens. Plants you can never predict. So I wanted to show you guys too. These are some dry spots right here. And this is obviously an older leaf. So as you can see, this is also a different version of the same plant. I wanted to show you guys that. That's underwatering. So with this one, I wait. She sits in an 8-inch pot. I might decide to transplant her in a smaller pot. She got really, really crowded on a previous spot, and I thought she might need a bigger pot, but it doesn't seem like it. So we'll see if I make that decision. Then obviously I will update the vlog. But for now, and even in such small light, she's still putting out new growth. That's the beauty of Syngoniums. Like, even a little bit of light, they will still keep, growing. Not as fast as when obviously they have a little bit more light. I would suggest though that rule of thumb, if you have an east facing window, that's an ideal spot for any Syngonium, regardless of variety. West, you might have to toy around on how far they can tolerate the light, but I would not suggest south due to the midday sun. They will definitely burn. If not, you can toy away with that too. Maybe put them a little bit further away. That would not get the midday sun, but indirect midday sun. I water this one. I'm sorry, I keep, forgetting to continue that part. I water this one when the top 1/8 inch is dry on the soil. And depending on the light she's getting that, particular few days or a few weeks. There have been times that I didn't water this plant for between 30 to 40 days. There have been times that I've had to water this plant every 1 to 2 weeks. That if I am still waiting for the top part to be 1/8 inch dry and this was happening, then I will water. So this is indicating that she's already ready for water like a day or so ago. So that was why. And the reason that it was like that is she's not ingesting as much of the water. And she has lost some leaves, to be honest, because I put her in kind of a darker spot. So rule of thumb with most plants is the tighter the pot, the better. It really is. It just is. It's just that sometimes, you feel like they might have outgrown that pot, but they don't really agree with that assumption. So they will react and they will let you know. So the fertilizer and supplements that I do use will be in the description section. So if you're curious what they are, it'll be linked down below. She has had experience with LED plant light in the darker months, and they're also kind of far away, very indirect. I will link that down below as well, what I have used, and it gave her extra light because I do live in zone 5. I live in Indiana in the Midwest, and we do have a ton of dark days here, like dark, like cloudy. And when that does happen, I just keep my LED plant lights on all day. And there are some plants that definitely prefer more of that light, and there are some plants that can actually just be okay. And this is one of those plants that it's okay to just get indirect light from those lights and still be okay with it. So if you are new to plants and you want to expand your collection, I would definitely recommend a Syngonium Cream Allusion. It is definitely one of those very easy to care for. Like I said, I put her through the ringer and she is still surviving. So here she is. And I do not provide extra humidity for this plant. Nothing. It's a very low-key, low-maintenance kind of plant. So if you're one of those people and you might, miss a watering or two there and not really, you prefer to be an underwaterer, this is definitely like a plant for you. So if you guys want to chit chat about this particular plant, you have questions, anything, let me know down in the comment section below. I love hearing from you guys all the time. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you guys again next time. Bye.